Today I am going to start teaching this straight line chapter of 11th grade CBSE, and in this chapter I will discuss all the concept and fundamentals which is required for CBSE. Straight line is one of the important chapter, and basically this straight line is the part of coordinate geometry. So we have learned many things. We have learned many fundamentals in 9th and 10th grade in coordinate geometry. So today I will start with the basics and slowly I will go for the higher level. So first I will cover all CBSE portion and slowly I will go for the entrance part, and in between whatever doubts you are having you can ask through the comment box. So now I am going to share my screen, so everyone please try to understand what we need to do in this straight line. I will explain from the basics and slowly we can move for the advanced level, entrance level. Thank you. The first formula which we have learned, that is called distance formula. Okay, just I am giving you a recap of all formulas we have learned in 9th and 10th grade. Distance formula, clear? Suppose there is a point A and one other point is B, and the coordinate of point A is x1 y1 and B is x2 y2. Got it? So if I want to find out the distance between these 2 points AB, so AB is equals to, we have learned, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So I think everybody knows this formula. We know that we are knowing with the name as distance formula. Got it? Second formula, I am writing this formula within a rectangular box, so it will be easy for you. Distance formula. And the second formula which I want to discuss is, that is called section formula. It's called section formula. So I think everybody knows we learned internal section formula in 10th grade. So now today I will discuss internal section formula. Internal section formula, and after that I will discuss external section formula. So you can see in internal section formula, suppose there are 2 points A and B are there, and the coordinate of A is x1 y1 and the coordinate of B is x2 y2. Clear? Any point R, suppose any point R having coordinates x comma y divides AB in the ratio m ratio n. Suppose any point R divides AB in the ratio m ratio n, and the important thing is what? Internally. So we have learned x is equals to the coordinate of R we want to find out. So here x is equals to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So this is the formula, and this formula is called internal division formula or internal section formula. Got it? After this formula we need to go for the next formula. Please try to understand. The next formula is third. So you can see third formula. First I taught you the formula division. First I taught you the formula distance formula. Now in this section formula, this is the internal section formula, and the next one is external division formula. External division formula. So here you can see in external division formula, suppose any point R, suppose any point R. This is a point A and this is a point B. Coordinates of point A and B are x1, y1 and B is x2, y2. Clear? Any point R here, suppose having coordinate x, comma, y, divides AB in the ratio m ratio n. M ratio n. Got it? So if I want to find out the coordinate of R, x is equals to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n. Divided by m minus n. Clear? Similarly, y is equals to my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. So this is called external division formula. Clear? Now the next formula which I want to discuss is, that is formula number next, area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. Clear? Suppose any triangle is given, triangle ABC, triangle A, B and C, and the coordinate of A is x1, y1 and the coordinate of B is x2, y2 and the coordinate of C is x3, y3. Got it? So if I want to find out the area of this triangle ABC, so area of triangle ABC is equal to, here you can see we can write like that, 1 by 2, and the area of the triangle will be always positive. So I am writing this formula within modulus so that the answer should become in positive. Okay, we want to get the area of triangle always in positive form. We want absolute value only. So here you can see how to learn this formula. X1 bracket plus x2 bracket plus x3 bracket, and here you can see if I am writing 1, 2, 3 in the form of a cyclic permutation, then what will happen? Here you can see suffix 1 is there, so after 1 2 will come and after that 3 will come. So here we can write y2 minus y3. Clear? Here you can see after 2 3 will come and after 3 1 will come. So here in suffix 2 is there, so here it will come y3 minus y1, and here you can see in suffix of x 3 is there, so after 3 1 will come and then 2 will come, so we can write y1 minus y2. Got it? So this is the formula of finding the area of a triangle ABC. Got it? In 10th grade we learned this formula. Actually this formula is only applicable when the coordinates of the vertices of a triangle ABC is given. Got it? We have some other formulas also. In 12th grade I will teach you in the chapter determinants how to find the area of a triangle using determinant. Okay, so we have some other formulas also. Actually in algebra we have learned formula area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height. In coordinate geometry we have learned one formula, and in algebra, if I am talking about the chapter determinant, I will teach you in 12th grade. Okay, it is not in the syllabus of 11th grade, so I will tell you one more formula. Got it? So here you can see these are all the formulas which we need to keep in mind. Got it? I taught you first formula distance formula, second formula section formula. In section there are two formulas. Okay, internal section formula and external section formula, and after that I taught you area of a triangle, how to find. Now you can see actually one more important thing I want to discuss. I am writing in note. That is also called midpoint formula. This is also called midpoint formula. Actually this formula is also the part of internal division formula. Suppose any point R divides A and B in the ratio 1:1 here, and the coordinate of A is x1 y1 and B is x2 y2. So actually I taught you x is equals to what? Mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. So here in place of m, you can put what? 1, and in place of n, we can put what? 1, put it here. So it will become what? X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Similarly for y, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So here it will become what? M is 1 and n is also 1. So y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this is the midpoint formula. X1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay.